Hi everybody, we are at American Dream Mall today. I'm here with Shayna. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Ariella had a birthday party to go to, so mom's with Ariella, and I decided to have a daddy-daughter date. We're going to go have some fun today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go have some fun. I just want to give you guys all a heads up. This place is massive. There's everything for adults and children. There's a lot of play areas. As you can tell, there's roller coaster. There's one all the way up there. But there is going to be things specifically for Shayna's age and older. So if you guys are looking for stuff to do on a weekend where it's raining or snowing, probably American Dream Mall is probably your best bet. Between Shayna and I, it was about a little bit over $100. And be aware that adults do need to pay for tickets if you're going to go on things, especially all the locations that we're going to go to today. So the first place we're actually going to go to is the Paw Patrol Hero Academy. It's pretty much just like a big jungle gym. They have slides. They have places that kids can climb over. This place is massive, though. I will give you guys a heads up. But they also do have a smaller toddler area. Like I said, adults do need to have tickets prior to coming in here. And like I said before, it was about a little bit over $100 for Shayna and I to actually go into this. So something very cool is parents are allowed to actually climb in and around this with your child, so that's really good. I will tell you this though, you can get lost in this very, very quickly. This thing is massive. I believe this is like 3 or 4 stories, has really big slides. So like I said, you can lose your child relatively easily if you're not with them. I will say this, it is very, very hard for you to control your child. Shayna has been beating me in every step 14 times over. This is meant for little kids, but it's very hard as a parent to walk around. So make sure you eat your Wheaties before you come here. The other little tidbit I want to tell all the parents, there is enough room. I'm standing up right now. There is enough room as an adult for you to stand up, but there are very tight corners. So if you're claustrophobic, this may not be the best thing for you to be crawling around in. So I believe I'm all the way at the top of this little play area, and I wanted to give you guys just a bird's eye view of the entire American Dream Mall, like Nickelodeon roller coaster area, so that you guys can see a view all over the place. Well, everybody, that was the Paw Patrol playground area. We're on our way now to the Sesame Street because Shayna and I are very, very tired, and we wanted to make sure that we made it on time. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that when you go to the Sesame Street area, when you're actually booking this, first of all, you can only book it online. You can't do it while you're actually at the mall. But when you do book it, you're actually allotted almost a specific time so that you have to show up then at a certain time. The other 2 locations, you do not need to. You can just show up whenever you want. So the only time structure that you really have to worry about is Sesame Street. So we're about to go head in. Just so you guys know, when you first walk in, this is what you guys actually see. I'm not sure if they usually have a meet and greet here, but right now they have Cookie Monster. So Shayna is waving me on because she wants to go meet Cookie Monster. So we're going to go wait online. To keep it with tradition, Shayna decided that she didn't want to go see Cookie Monster, but instead, we went to this little tube thing. So in essence, they put these little silk flag looking things into one of these little tunnels, and they get sucked through and gets blown out out of one of the tops of these tubes. I finally was able to get Shayna to get away from that thing. Literally, she got sucked into it, and she was just having a ball. Over and over again, she would just stick it into one of those tubes, and that was it. So now we're going to go into this little play area and let her run around here and get some more of her wiggles out. The one thing I actually did forget to tell you guys earlier when I was showing you guys around the Paw Patrol area, every station, I think, is either tokens or tickets or something to that effect, which is not part of the package deal that you get with the Paw Patrol and Sesame Street and the train ride. That is completely separate. So when you guys come here, don't expect to get a full package. You only get those 3 locations. I know this sign says learning with Miss Amber, and it has certain times and things and events that they are going to do here. But I have a feeling they may also do birthday parties here, but still pretty interesting. I'd be curious. I don't know if they actually do birthdays. The only reason why I'm thinking that they do birthdays is because there's actually another room that says reserved for private events. So I'm guessing this could be for birthday parties. Not 100% sure. I'm not exactly sure what this place is called, but it's a little nook. I'm guessing it's more like a sensory thing because they can also play whack-a-mole over there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in this room. Shayna seems to be having the ball though. Right, Shayna? Shayna's having this. I get what this is now. In essence, it's trying to teach kids what is recycling and what is garbage. So that one's recycling, that one's compost, and they're teaching kids what actually should go in the recycling garbage can compared to what goes in the compost. Here's one for the arcade games. So pretty much you got to hit the start button, you get the little green light telling you to get ready, and then you play whack-a-mole or kill it. So after all the fun we've had, now she decided to go grocery shopping. So if you guys remember the video that we posted, I think a couple of weeks ago from the Please Touch Museum, that they have their own little shopping area, this is pretty much the exact same thing. There's milk, there's eggs, vegetables, bottles of stuff, oatmeal. So Shayna's decided to steal me and put me into this Elmo world. So we're gonna go and play. This room pretty much basically looks like an arts and crafts area. They have the Lincoln blocks, I think it's what they're not Lincoln blocks. I forgot what they're called, but I know that they also have this in Crayola. Same type of experience, but pretty much exactly like Crayola. There's crayons in there. There's paper for people to draw on, and that's an arts and crafts video that goes on in the background. Okay, so I figured this out. Kind of exactly like Crayola, you would take that piece of paper that Shayna was just drawing on, put it into the scanner, just like that, hit that button, and then you'll see it pop up. That Shayna's right there. I'm not sure if I remembered to film when we left Sesame Street, but now we're going to go on Jeffrey's toy ride, excuse me, toy train, which is basically a train that just drives around the mall, which is part of the package. So as I just stated before, it's pretty much that you just sit in a train as it drives around the mall. I mean, it's a cute idea. She's excited to do it. Shane, are you excited to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
So that was the video of us going to the American Dream Mall. Shayna absolutely loved it. She loves saying choo-choo a lot, so the train was probably her favorite. I will say this, I know I kept saying how much this trip was. I'm going to be honest with you, it was nothing special. For $100 and making parents pay for stuff that they can't even really interact with, yes, I was able to climb around that little jungle gym area. Yes, I went on the train. Yes, I was in the Sesame Street area. But there really wasn't too much that I can say that I would be like, yeah, I really interacted with fill in the blank. In my honest opinion, I don't think it was worth over the $100 to pay for both Shayna and I to do the American Dream Mall package for the junior. But I will say this, that jungle gym area for Paw Patrol was probably my best choice out of the 3 if I had to pick. And the reason why is because Shayna was so exhausted after climbing all over the place. The downside of that is it was very humid in there, very overpacked, and I understand it was, the weekend, but that would probably be my favorite choice out of the 3 that we did the train was definitely not worth it. The train, if you've ever been to a mall and they have those little toy trains that you go on and, you know, does one lap around where people walk within the mall, the center part of the mall, that's pretty much it. It really was nothing special. In any event, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification, because the more you guys watch these videos, the more that I know what you guys are watching, you guys really like. Thank you again for watching, guys.